It's going.
This is my Genjutsu deck from Team Gentoads. Turn 0s, I run 2 Hanare. Look at the hand. I can possibly draw and charge a card. It's a good turn 0. It has Genjutsu. 2 Shino. When it's put in play, you put in play at 0/0 bug. It's more for stalling till late, or if they don't have an ninja attack with both. I run 1 Hotaru, mainly just because it's a good card to draw and kind of shuffle out your hand a little.
Mine's better.
I believe. 2 Tamari, because its effect, you remove from play a flashpoint. Your opponent's jutsus cost 1 more for this turn the next turn. I also use it for the Gar and Tamari squad. And I run 1 Sasuke, the Taijutsu promo, stalling, and because it looks nice. My turn 1s, I only run 2 because I only felt the need for Kiba, because he searches out for an Akamaru in the deck. So my other turn 1 was Akamaru, and he says when he's sent out to attack with Kiba, he looks at your opponent's hand. So I get to that, but I also run Double-Headed Wolf.
With this deck, you really know what's going on at all times.
I run 2 Toby, just because he's a great card. Goes to the hand when he's targeted. You get to draw turn 2, 3/3 with Genjutsu. And I also run my turn 2 of 2 Gaara. He's a turn 2 5. He's my other part of the Gaara and Tamari squad. I used to run the Kazekage Gaara from Kage Summit, but I didn't feel the need for it, so I decided to lower my cost a little. And my only other turn 2 is Sakura. I've been trying to get more into Sakura's, but for now I only have 1, so I don't really use this that much. For turn 3s, I ran 2 Obito, the different looking ones, but they're the same card and everything, so they negate jutsus. If I growth it, Kakashi gets +2, and otherwise he gets +1. Anyways, he's a great card. And Naruto, because I don't really equip him that much, but I use Murakamo, so I can equip him with the Fear by Genjutsu and keep using it. It's the main card I equip him with, but I use him for the squads and Naruto stage mode. My turn 4 and probably the main card in this deck was Sasuke for the Sasuke Susanoo, because Sasuke Susanoo was a big card in this deck. You'll see why afterwards, but I played that a lot, and it's one of the main cards. Foil. I thought about running 2, but I only run 1 Kurenai, the Demonic Illusion, because it stops my opponent from getting Battle Words and puts itself in play if I discard a card from my hand. It's discard itself, it's not turn 4, so I always wait till turn 4 to play it, but still, it's a free deployment and they get Battle Words. I ran 1 Shizune for healing ninjas if I had to, such as Sasuke Susanoo. If I use Desperation with him, he injures himself and I would heal him during my opponent's turn. So I use that. Now, most people don't like this, but I ran 2 Itachi for the Susanoo, because I feel like Itachi, Susanoo, and Sasuke Susanoo together run nice because they can't win by Battle Words, but I give them Battle Words to hurt their field and hand and such. So I did use 2. And I also ran 2 Kakashi, well versed, because he swings for Battle Words every time he attacks, unless I'm versing Genjutsu. So what I would do is I'd attack with him and use Genjutsu, since they can't block and can't negate it really. My turn 6s, my only ones were the 5th Hokage, Tsunade Supremacy, because again, heal my ninjas for a chakra and draw a card, and also is valid, so heals himself if he gets injured. It was really just to heal Sasuke Susanoo, but whatever. And my last turn 6 was the 6th Hokage Danzo for cards like Izanagi, and he used Genjutsu, and I do run 1 Tetragram in this deck. So I only ran 2 clients, and 1 is Murakamo, because he makes everyone Genjutsu, so I used him with like Naruto, or I just used it to lower the cost of Genjutsu by a lot. And my other card is Momiji, because switches out cards in your hand with Battle Words when they get them. I used it with the card Emerge Skull Up, because if I gave them Battle Words, I'd put them in my hand, and then I'd give them ninjas and take them back the next turn with Emerge Skull Up. So I was really just giving them cards to go in my hand anyways. So the Sasuke Susanoo effect didn't hurt me as much. My next missions was 2 Patriarch to search for Sasuke to play Susanoo, or if I needed Naruto for Sage Mode or anything like that, I would use Patriarch. I also ran a Shadow of the Leaf to negate a mission, and I only really used it if I had the Sasuke that plays Susanoo or Sasuke Susanoo in play, because I injured 2 ninjas, and I like that. I ran 3 Warhawk because giving them battle words to use, I had to give them battle words to use Desperation anyways. If I had Momiji and Emerge Call Up, I could get them to my hand. And I drew 4 cards, which it's probably the best mission in the game. Now for Jutsus, I have 2 Genjutsu Sylvan Fetters. Because it 1 chakra and it need Genjutsu. I picked any ninja the lower range cost and flipped the coin. If it was heads, discard it. If not, nothing. But for 1 chakra, that was decent.
Keep going with that.
Body Flicker, because with Toby, you remove Toby, you draw a card. You get to use this effect for 1 chakra and injure an opponent's ninja, and remove that ninja from the team. So I liked it only with that Toby. Now here's the good jutsus. I ran 1 Tetragram. I only really used it with Danzo or maybe a squad or something that I used, but it was mainly in there just because it's an amazing card, can't be negated, really just to scare people. I ran 1 Fear by Genjutsu because I was going to run another, and I was going to take out a Genjutsu Sylvan Fetters, but I couldn't get another one. I got this right before the price went up to about 18, so it's been a lot harder to get. And I also ran 2 Izanagi for negation, and with Danzo I could put it back in my hand. Nothing can be played after this, so I really just negated Jutsus.
Go stop, you're sitting in front of light.
Whenever. And it was just a great card. The last Jutsu I'm pretty sure you knew was coming was 3 Genjutsu. I was just going to run 2, but it's more for the draw power. I usually won by playing the first one. Unless they negated it, then I could drop the second one as long as it costs 0. I'll show you what I did with it once I get to the reinforcements, because there was a combo I really liked. Now, the reinforcements I ran, you should have seen this coming, to Sasuke Susanoo, because it's just my favorite reinforcement. Love the effect. I played it most of the games I could, unless they never got 5 battle words. I could win by then. So, I played that whenever I could. 2 of the Itachi Susanoo to stop them from battle words. I only needed 2 because if they somehow killed one and I couldn't negate that, I'd play the second one. It wasn't really a big card in the deck. I probably could have taken it out. 2 Naruto Sage Mode to use Jutsu in the discard. It'd make Genjutsu a lot easier to use. Izanagi I could pay for over and over, not a problem, refilling the deck. Stuff like that. It's just an all-out great card to use. Just
it's broken.
Probably the best reinforcement. Now, this is banned, and I didn't run it in any tournaments. I just used it when I was playing with my friends, but I ran that. Never once played it. I really just had it in there because I felt like it looked cool and was my favorite reinforcement when I first started this game. So it was more just because of the sentimental value of it. I also ran, I didn't play this once either, but I ran the Chibi Sasuke Stage 2. Because if he used a fire jutsu, he gave a damage. His water jutsus, I didn't run any, so I mean, that effect was pretty useless. But he has mastery. It's the only reason I really used him. And he's 8. Now we have Pain Itachi because he also has mastery. So really I would play Susanoo, get rid of Itachi for him, and then use mastery with like Genjutsu or something like that. It really wasn't that needed. Probably could have taken that out too. I never played this either, Sasuke and Itachi. I might have played it once, but I don't remember any times because I just usually play Itachi Susanoo and Itachi and Pain and Sasuke Susanoo. Or Sasuke C2. I really just never had a need for this. I never played this either. It was just in there just because. The Kakashi Itachi squad. I didn't really like it because its effect didn't help me since jutsus were a big part. It kind of hurt me most of the time, so I just never really used it. But it was both symbols, and I could play it. The card I did like playing was this, because when he's put in play, you name a jutsu, and he's played for free. So if I named Genjutsu and I had 3, if I had all 3 in my hand, I could use it. And during my opponent's turn, they could attack. I could use it during their turn to give me their next turn, and I could just chain it 3 turns, and I'd automatically win. No one ever got around it once I used it the first time. I ran 1 Kiba Nakamaru and 1 Double-Headed Wolf. For the Kiba Nakamaru I ran just because they were decent. I didn't feel a need for the other Kiba Nakamaru squad because you discarded Kiba's Nakamaru's from your hand to do good, and I only ran 1 of each. But I really never played this. I only ran Double-Headed Wolf, really. I tried to get more, but I could only run 1 in Sakura. So I used this to exchange the hand. I could block with it the next turn or attack with it if I needed. It was really just a hand exchange for Emerge Call Up and such if I didn't know Momiji. And my last squad was Garan Tamari. I used it to discard the opponent's hand, and I used it with Tetragram because that's effect is all my opponent's ninjas get -2 entry cost, and if I used this with Danzo, I really removed all their turn 2s or lower, and like I could remove a 4 and a 6 because they'd really be 4 and 2. So I could really wipe out the field with this if I had these two together, and maybe Danzo or such because I also got to draw 2 cards. I actually really liked running this. The only card that I would have ran, but I couldn't get a hold of, was the Sasuke and Kakashi squad. I actually really wanted it, but I probably wouldn't have played it too much because of the Sasuke and Naruto.